Let's go.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
How about you just call me Grandma? Yeah, that feels right. Ah, you look like a brave, strong adventurer. I wonder if you could help me with something. Some rotten bandits from a hideout nearby broke in recently, and they stole my favorite great sword and bow. Would you be a dear and go fetch them for me? Mm-hmm. Hey! Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Say, you seem to handle yourself quite well out there. Now that I have my weapons back, perhaps you'd let me tag along a while? Oh yes, I've been sitting here too long. I want to see Skyrim again. And since you're here, I can guess you have the urge for adventure and exploration too. Oh, don't worry about that, dear. I have more experience than any 5 mercenaries you could find put together. I've forgotten more about fighting than they've ever even learned. Wonderful. Let's get going. How about you just call me Grandma? Yeah, that feels right. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. It's where the adventure is. Nope, that's it. And don't call me Shirley. Call me Grandma. Do you like it? And I doubt you will again. That's not far from the truth. Well, I was never much of an archer. I don't like to shoot at an enemy from a distance. I like to get up close and personal, you know? What do you need? Let's go.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Right. Well, some time ago, I was contacted by a priestess. She and some other people who worshipped kine at Eldergleam's sanctuary had been driven out by hag ravens. Who knows what hag ravens ever want? Probably to use the tree for its power, or corrupt it or something. Yes, I did. I drove those beasts right out and let the people back in. Well, they said they didn't have anything to pay me, so they all prayed to the Eldergleam, and the Eldergleam decided to give me this. Yes, I think it's still alive, too. It blossoms sometimes and always smells green and fresh. And the best part is that it kind of knows what to do. Like I said, I was never a good archer, but this bow is easy to draw and the arrows seem to know where to go. And now with all these dragons about, I'm really glad I have it. It's hard to charge something that's flying. Yes, I do. I thought about it, but no, I didn't. I was already pretty old by that time, older than most soldiers. But more than that, being a soldier means fighting in ranks and taking orders from someone else. That's not my way. I'm not scared of battle, but I'm not going to have some idiot telling me how to fight. I just kept doing what I always did, but I used my sword to help refugees escaping the war instead of just normal adventuring. Because that's how you get to Sovngarde. When I was young, I used to think that. At night, I would take a knife from the table and hold it under my pillow, just in case I died while I was sleeping. Not now. I mean, they probably mean that, but I expect even the most literal of Nords don't think it means you have to have a sword. I'm sure there are mages who died with a fireball spell in their hands, or maybe a brave chef who died with a ladle or a frying pan in his hands. To me, it means never give up. Even if you think you'll lose or you can't do it, keep fighting. If you're going down, go down fighting, with a sword in your hands. They didn't get to Sovngarde because they won. They got there because they didn't give up. Oh, of course. I love to tell stories. Well, let me tell you about Cadamit. Cadamit was a Khajiit trader and adventurer. He didn't want to be a hero. He didn't want to join any guilds or become famous. He just loved exploring new places, killing bandits and looting them. He wasn't trying to save the world. He was mostly concerned with not dying and getting a good price for what he found. And being able to carry all the things he found. That was always important. He lived this way for years and amassed great wealth. and even some fame. And he also found what he didn't expect. He made a great friend, another Khajiit trader who traveled with him. They saved each other's lives many times. He had animals that traveled with him too, a great tamed cat, and later one of those blue goblin things from Solstheim. And he found love, a Nord woman who traveled with him when he first started out. They didn't always get along, and sometimes she annoyed him to exasperation, but he loved her very much. He loved exploring more, though. He had wanderlust like no one else, except maybe me. When he married his love, she stayed at home while he traveled. He would come home just long enough to resupply and barely talk to her. Eventually, she asked him for a divorce. It was then that he realized what a treasure he had wasted. He felt so broken and ashamed that he gave her everything he owned except for his sword and armor. All his gold, all his goods, and the house. He even felt like he didn't deserve his friends and said farewell to them too. He walked up into the mountains and took one last look at the city where she lived. Then he turned toward the mountains and walked away, alone. All right,